Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me okay? Is the audio working all right? Let me know also, can you see Saturn okay? Hopefully you can see it okay. See if I can get rid of the volume there. Go. Move Saturn up just a bit more. Maybe a little bit more brightness. Sounds clear. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Gorgeous view of Saturn tonight. Hopefully it's coming through the phone okay, though. I'm trying to look at it and see if it is. Hopefully it's decent looking. Then, I need to try to focus a little bit more. We can get better focus on it. Hi, Angela. How are you? How's your night? The rings are stunning. They're very majestic. Saturn has very majestic. Hi, Mike. Good evening. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Saturn has very majestic rings. We're still pretty much edge on with them, though. Eventually, we're going to get a much better view. Next year, we'll obviously see more of the separation between the rings. But about 7 years from now, we'll see the greatest southern opening. So you see the rings really nice, really beautiful. Tony, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? You home or are you on the road? If I can get rid of my keys over here. Hi, Mac. How's it going? Looks very beautiful tonight. Very beautiful night. Leaving tonight, brother. Going to Oklahoma again. Mac, how's it going, bud? How's your day? Gonna mark it in your calendar for 7 years. I love it. Absolutely. Yep. About this time 7 years from now, we'll get the greatest southern opening. Okay, I got you, dude. I get a tattoo of Saturn on your... Oh, dude, no way. That's super cool. On your arm. Be able to see Saturn from Florida. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Saturn's out for everybody. It's going to be off in the west sky right now. Kind of like the southwest sky. A hint of a bright dot. It was great, Tony. Dude, it was super awesome. How was yours and your family? You guys have a good Christmas? Hi, Shannon. How are you, Shannon? Good to see you tonight. Okay. Glad he's better now. Definitely glad he's better now. Would he be able to see Saturn in Florida in a few hours? He will. He'll be getting ready to set, though. Eventually, it'll be way off on the west side of the sky. Hey, what up, Rationale? How you doing? It is about there. We're about to the next year. It's coming up fast. Hi, Emma. Good evening. How are you? We're coming up on the next year. Soon I'll be able to say, all right, yeah, I'm going to see you next year. I'm taking the rest of the year off. Optimus, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Saturn is super beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Very beautiful planet. And a decent view tonight. I think we got a little bit of heat coming out from outside the door here. I was going to put a fan out there to try to calm some of the heat coming out of the streaming room out there. Is what it is. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Jenny. How are you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, definitely a beautiful view tonight, though. Hey, what's up, Trev? How you doing, buddy? How's your night? Universe has destiny of time. Nice. I love it. You say heat? Yeah. The heat that escapes from like the control room here, where I stream from, escapes through the door, which is like right in front of the telescope right now in the direction that we're pointing. And so a lot of the heat waves come up and cause that kind of like a blurriness effect to it. I was going to set up, like I figured out how to deal with it in the summer by setting up a ventilation fan here in the control room, but the winter's a little different story. So now we got to go reverse here somehow. And I'm thinking maybe a fan that just blows from above and to the floor. It might just do it, maybe. We'll see how it goes. On your favorite planet, dude. I'm glad that you're here. Glad to have you tonight. Definitely glad that you're here. You're inversion, bro. You are what we call inversion. Hi, Kathy. Good evening. Good evening. How are you? Let me pull telescope up a little bit. Hey, Robert. What's up, brother? I'm Mo. Good evening, Mo. This is Saturn. This would be Saturn. Make sure you turn up the brightness on your phone, by the way, so you can see the rings a little better, because we are still edge on with the rings. It's really hard to make them out. So it's best to turn up the brightness on your phone to be able to see it. I'm following a dark wolf. Pretty hard to do that, actually. Making rounds of barbecue chicken, yo, onions, peppers, and cheese. Dude, that sounds so good. No way. Hi, Roger. How are you doing? Good evening. Good evening. This is amazing, isn't it? Really beautiful. Good evening, Jack. Welcome in. Glad to have y'all. Can you guys see it okay? Is it bright enough? Hopefully it is. Appears to be bright enough on my side. Ooh, and lettuce. Love it. I had pizza. Go figure, huh? I had pizza. I had mozzarella with mushroom, pepperoni, and of course marinara sauce. Kind of what I went with tonight. Thrown in some tomato. Nice. Telescope that I got to be able to see Saturn. Honestly, binoculars can see Saturn, but if you want to make out the rings, just a decent, cheaper telescope, like a tabletop Dobsonian, even like between $100 and $300, you'd be able to pick up even the rings. It's not too bad at all. Jupiter, how's it going? Really makes a difference. Can't rely on the brightness. Yep, definitely want to turn up the brightness for sure. Thanks, Trev. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. From Southeast Texas, Kake. What's up, Kake? Long time no see, my friend. How are you doing? Go buy SpaceX and go to Saturn. I wouldn't want to go to Saturn. It's a horrible idea. How horrible idea. Looks like Venus. Oh, yeah. Turn up the brightness, yeah. I can see that a little bit. Venus is really beautiful, though. We get to see the planetary phases with Venus because it is closer towards the sun. So it looks a lot like enjoying our moon in a sense. Really cool. Hi, Steven. Good evening, buddy. Welcome in. Tired? Oh, you're moving right now? Oh, no way. Get tired of all that heat down there. You want to enjoy some of the cold that we get up here. You don't want what we have right now, though. It's like 18 degrees out here currently. Currently 18 degrees. It's chilly. Hi, Wilson. Welcome in. Happy New Year to you, buddy. Sammy, good evening. How are you? You off tonight? Any moons? We might be able to pick them up here in a bit. We'll turn up some brightness and go for some. We'll try for it. Cloudy again, but I did get a small window of clear skies yesterday around 6 p.m. We had a big halo thing going on. I got you. The moon is gorgeous tonight. Really beautiful. 64 degrees tonight in Crystal River, Florida. Yo, that's crazy. Robert, that's wild, man. 64 degrees out. That's definitely a heat wave. Hey, Martin, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a good view of Saturn tonight. Really beautiful view. Chiefland, Florida. I love that. That's a beautiful name for a town. Chiefland, Florida. This is real, it is. Also, I completely arranged my son's room tonight. That is so awesome. I wish I would have known that. I would have set up the other telescope so you could have fun tonight. In Minneapolis long enough. I don't need negative temperature and snow yet. That is so true. Got weather in the 60s there. Ooh, in Virginia today, but windy. Ooh. It was 80 yesterday and then hit 47 today. A polar vortex really coming through. It's screaming at us. It's screaming. Next week we're supposed to be at 28 degrees, Robert. That's crazy. That's super cool for down there. Mr. UFO, how's it going? Gotta get the setup. I know. Of course, right now you have a lot of issues with the moon as bright as it is. It's really bright moon tonight. 36 degrees in Georgia right now. Wow, that's crazy. How long till we see the rings open? They're going to be opening from this period up to 7 years. We'll in 7 years we'll get the greatest southern opening, and then we'll go back towards the edge on. It'll take another 7 years, so just about 7.5. Cold as F here in upstate New York. Dang, skating tournament right outside my door. That's crazy. That is crazy. Is it clear out? It is. It's actually really beautiful out tonight. 3 degrees in England. Yo, that's crazy. 3 degrees Celsius though, right? 3 feet of snow and 80 mile per hour winds. We're near Buffalo, 20 degrees. That's insane. Yo, that's insane. That's crazy insane. I'm near Jameson Madison's home, county in Virginia. His home is 30 minutes away. I love that. That's so cool. 3 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's a heat wave. That's really hot for us here in the States where we use Fahrenheit. I mean, it's not like super hot by any means, but when we're talking about like here, it's 18 degrees. So that's like negative, I don't know, negative 6, negative 7, somewhere in that range. Pretty chilly. 3 degrees sounds really good right about now, even though it's still cold. Making you cold, Kake. Remind you of the times in Indiana. Hi, Zon. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? How's your night? How is your night? Your name says sets up on its side. That is correct. Very pronounced tonight. Yeah, it's gorgeous tonight. Very beautiful view tonight. And again, if you are just coming in, make sure you turn up the brightness on your phone. It's a little bit easier to see. It's a little bit easier to be able to make out Saturn here. See if we move the telescope just a bit. There we go. How cold is it tonight for us? 18 degrees currently. And it's only going to get colder. 80 yesterday, it's supposed to be 30ish tonight. Yo, that's crazy. 80 degrees. That is crazy. Hi, Vince. Welcome in. How's Madison tonight? You got clear skies? Ray Atlas is already on its way out, dude. How's that in England? Oh, nice. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. How about Kansas City, Missouri? See your house? Cool. Snow! Man, we don't need to be talking about snow. Can that telescope reach out to Jupiter? Yes, and beyond. Way beyond that. Definitely do Jupiter. It's just not high enough for us to get yet. Tonight we're going to start out with Saturn here, and then eventually we're going to go to the moon, and then probably Jupiter. If it stays clear, I would love to capture 3i tonight. Would love to capture it tonight. What kind of scope are we looking through? This is the Celestron C11. It's an 11-inch McCaskering telescope. It's a really beautiful telescope. Oh, there it is. I've got to type in for you. Really beautiful telescope. Really beautiful telescope. When was Saturn's rings first discovered? Oh man, early 1600s. 1610. Is that correct? Early 1600s. So yeah, it's beautiful tonight. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, brother? How's your night? Hi, Karen. Good evening. How's your night? $500? Man, I wish this telescope was $500. That'd be really nice. Have you ever tried using a different camera? We do. We actually swap up cameras at times. We do. No, thanks, Kake. I appreciate it. We just send telescopes in space to avoid atmospheric distortion. We do. It's called like James Webb Space Telescope. Depends on what you're doing. Obviously, you get into like the sun, then you get into Parker Space Probe, or get into a little bit older time Hubble. And next is going to be coming up. One of the more known ones will be the Roman, the Nancy Grace telescope, the Roman telescope. How far away is Saturn? Almost 900 million miles away tonight. It's on its way outwards as we're orbiting around the sun. It's orbiting around the sun. We're getting a little bit further away from it. It's about 900 million miles away, though. Massman says space doesn't exist, or well, we can prove space exists. We just look inside your head. Not too hard to do. Keyhole satellites. What are keyhole satellites? That was first seen by Galileo back in 1610. Yeah, that sounds correct. Checking something. All right, Jason. Make sure I got the rest up here. Ah, that's awesome, Jeff. Good to hear it, brother. Good to hear it. Hubble was a wonderful telescope, by far. Really was a wonderful one. They launched Hubble and they discovered the trouble with Hubble. Yeah, I got you. No way, it's 900 million miles away. No way. I mean, why not? You want to get into craziness, we could talk about like Andromeda. It's like 2.5 million light years away. And if you want to get that calculation, you got to multiply that by like 5.77 trillion. So then you can get the miles in that aspect. Yo, Tori, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Oh, no way. Jace with 50 gifted subs. Yo, good thing I didn't start reading those. That's crazy. Thank you, brother. Dude, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Jace. I gotta try to keep up with this. Last of the year. Oh, nice. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. The Happy New Year gifted membership coming out. I appreciate you, brother. Hi, Jocelyn. How you doing? How's your night? Jace, appreciate you, brother. Love space. I love it. Space is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. If I can keep up the chat as all these go through my chat. About to eat dinner soon? Oh, Stephen, what are we having tonight, man? I had pizza myself. Like space is water. Beautiful. I don't know how you see that in perspective, but okay. Is Earth going to explode? There's nothing there that would cause us to explode. No reasoning for it. Here's the chat. I'm glad to have you. Welcome in, little Jin. Appreciate having you. Love astronomy. Astronomy is amazing. Which launched by NRO and CIA back in the 70s, 80s. Oh, okay. Generation spy satellite. I got you. Way beyond things that I care about, though. Let's see where else we're at. The flickering. What about the flickering? Yo, what up, Yeesh? How you doing? Egg salad. Yo, that sounds really good, too. Egg salad. Deviled eggs sounds really good tonight. I do enjoy deviled eggs. You get a little meal during the holidays. Let me pull this up a little higher. There we go. It is beautiful. Welcome in, Jen. How are you doing? Good evening. Getting adaptive optics. I don't think we're getting into adaptive optics in this video. Sure. On a collision course with a world-ending asteroid. We are not. Egg salad is underrated. I would agree with that. How's the date build? It is a mind-blowing picture. Yeah, absolutely. Wait until Roman Space Telescope gets up there. I think you're going to love it. My night's been great. How's your night? I have a hard time using it in the city. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that for sure. Light pollution is horrible. Absolutely horrible. When Hubble was launched and when they first repaired for optics. Okay. Understandable. That's Saturday on Saturday this year. Yep. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, D-Rock. I appreciate you, buddy. Egg salad fan there. Nice. Egg salad's alright. Nothing wrong with egg salad at all. Nah, honestly, thank you, DB-Rock. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. I'm going to be able to see exoplanets clearly someday. Oh, man, that's a tough one. So this is where it really gets up. It's very hard to do something like that without figuring out a specific way through like physics, for example, like how you can see distant galaxies by using gravitational forces, right, to like amplify your view. In exoplanets, we don't have that ability per se. So angular resolution becomes an issue for us when it comes to exoplanets. It's 3i invisible. It will be later tonight. It's just not above the horizon yet. Or it's just coming up, I should say. But it's way up on the east side of the sky. Mars is your favorite. Mars is pretty cool. I do like Mars. It's pretty cool. Do you think you'll find Atlas coming tonight? I believe so. I believe we'll be able to do it. We may have to go grab the other camera, though. Hook up the other camera to be able to capture it better. You think Saturn's greater than Jupiter? Dude, that's kind of a tough one. I like Jupiter. I love looking at the banding, the zones on Jupiter. I think it's very beautiful. $150 a lottery tickets to play. Yo, that's crazy, Lindsay. That is crazy. Micro Lindsay also helps you put black hole between you. Yeah, absolutely. Which is really hard to do, though. Obviously, like trying to find exoplanets and using any kind of gravitational lensing is just going to be a super tough thing to do. And you need really massive black holes, by the way, to do a lot of lensing. What do you think about the pole shift and micronova stuff? Two different concepts there. Pole shift's very common, though. It's something that happens on everything that we know that has a magnetic field. It appears that they do have pole shift. Similar here. We do shift our magnetic field. How do you feel about Uranus as a planet? Tap as one. And the smaller star. Oh, that'd be great. You zoom in closer to Jupiter. Jupiter's not high enough yet to get to. Is Titan visible tonight? It would be. We'd have to turn up a lot of brightness to get it though. Saturn has better moons. It has an insane amount of moons, so 274 moons. Absolutely insane. Zoom in closer to Jupiter and see the moons. Yeah. Jupiter's not high enough though. No, thank you so much. Thank you, Denny G. Thank you so much for subscribing, but I appreciate it. Never seen a planet in a microscope. Thanks for telescope tonight. We're using a massive telescope. The bigger the lens, the farther you can see. Not really true. The bigger the lens, the more light you can capture, so fainter objects become easier for you. There's a lot of different aspects here too. It's not just that either. Then you're talking about your focal ratio. For example, we're running somewhere around f10 on this one, so it's not super fast. Some of my faster optics would be like f0.95, which is super fast to be able to capture a lot of light. But you do get that area where the bigger the optics, the better resolution you obviously get. But it's not so much about seeing further away. Seeing further away would definitely be part of your optics in a sense, but it's going to be your focal ratio though. But are you a real AI? Yeah, I'm a real AI. Not real. Nice dude. Hey Connor, how's it going? How's your night? Could you find the planet Mars? It is really close to the sun right now, so it's not something we can see currently. I mean, it's in the Iris Nebula. Dude, Connor, no way. That'd be super awesome, man. A very beautiful nebula, by the way. I love it. Can you zoom in closer? We can zoom in just a bit. Absolutely. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. See if we can move the telescope just a bit, too. Bring it up a little bit higher. Try about there. Effects nowadays. Want to cloud deep image? You would have to do this back. Images on top. That is correct. How do you find planets like that? Well, the observatory set up pretty well. They'll be mostly automated, so we can just tell the telescope where to go to. It's going to fly over there. Sometimes we have to spot it a little bit. But I've been doing this for a long time, so it makes it a lot easier, obviously. Is Jupiter close to it? It is not. It's off in the west sky the east sky, where Saturn's in the west sky. Is this stream real life? No, not. What is your favorite constellation? Ooh, I'd probably go with Orion, to be honest. I think Orion constellation is just very stunning, very easy to make out. It's just a gorgeous constellation with a lot of great targets inside of it. What's this we are seeing? Saturn. Crazy something 90 million miles away. A little bit further than 90 million miles away. Big Dipper, you like the Big Dipper? It's alright. It's alright. Show the moon? I plan to tonight. I do plan to tonight. Is Titan visible right now? It is. We'd have to turn up a lot of brightness to find it though. I appreciate it. Robert, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Love the Hunter and his belt. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Is this real? It is. Yep, that's a live view of Saturn tonight. How many miles? And it's just under 900 million miles away from us. What app do I need to download for the DSO so I'm ready? Touching Stars. I can send it to you here in a minute. It depends on what you want to do. You want to do it on your phone or do you want to do it on the laptop? If you want to do it on the laptop, you can just control it through the browser. Where on Earth am I? I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. Just make sure you turn up the brightness too. Turn up the brightness on your phone. You'll be able to make out the rings a lot better. 1/10 of the way there. Yeah. Wasn't too far off. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Barry. How you doing, bud? How's your night? How is your night? Let's see if we can pull it back up a little bit again. My tracking's off a little bit, so there's a few modifications we need to do to the telescope here soon. Hi, Caprice. How you doing? Good evening. Great Orion Nebula is stunning. It is. Very beautiful. I love the Great Orion Nebula, for sure. I love it, Karen. Oh, thanks, Russia. I appreciate it, bud. Hey, what's up, Captioner? How you doing? 193 million miles from the sun. Yep, close enough for me. That's so true. Doesn't feel like we're that close though right now, does it? I appreciate it, Zach. Thank you. Can you zoom in to see how far the Chiefs are from the playoffs? Oh man, stop it. Is Betelgeuse ready to go supernova? That's a great question. Honestly, it's a great question. I guess it's a little subjective in the way that you say it. Everything that comes must go. Everything that has a beginning must have an end, right? So at some point it will go supernova. I don't know what you want to define as ready. After it was created, obviously it's ready at that point to do whatever it's going to do for the end. I'm not too sure how to answer that, I want to be honest. There's no estimation on exactly when it'll go supernova, though. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate it, buddy. And this is the C11 telescope, 11-inch Schmidt cassegrain telescope. Yeah, Chiefs are done. Yeah. If you're a Chiefs fan this year, you feel like a Cowboys fan every other year. You really do. A 2-day game blackout. Oh, no way. Free from light pollution. I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thanks, Moon. Moog. Glad to have you. This is Saturn, yeah. Damn, dimming and brightening. Yeah, but we also seen that back in 2019, 2020-ish. But you can have a lot of like space dust going in front of the views of stars too. It can be a little complicated on knowing, do we really have a bright dimming? Do we really have a bright, or do we have a great dimming? Do we have a great brightening period? It's really hard to put that in perspective though. I feel like a Cowboys fan or an Idaho person. Someone from Ohio, you mean? Titan does have a nitrogen atmosphere. It's really wild. Having an atmosphere for a moon is crazy awesome. At a Bortle 5 or a Bortle 4, okay. 2.7 here we're located at. How can you see Saturn through a telescope? Love some Saturn, yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. Do planets care about humans? They have no ability to really care about anything. They're just going to do what planets do. Do planets get anxiety? Dude, I think your questions are a little out there, man. Watching from Ohio. How's it going? Welcome in, Beatrice. You done? Packer fans here. It makes you think, yeah. Oh, man. It's really windy in Baltimore tonight. Dang. Can see how red Betelgeuse is. With a naked eye. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Your telescope computer guided? It is. It is setting on what's called a EQ6R Pro mount, and that mount is designed to track these objects through the sky using microcontrollers, basically. And what it does, it follows the right ascension ticks as it goes through the sky to be able to keep up and keep track of things like this. Bashai, how's it going? Welcome in. Learned about the moon crater. I've learned from you. They already knew. Oh, that's so cool. They learn everything from school. That's amazing. Are you far from light pollution? For the most part, yes. For the most part, yes. From Washington. Okay, Redskins fan. I got you. Am I in college? I am not. I am past college years now. You're talking to Earth as we speak. Nice. This is a new GoPro. It is not. This is a telescope. And space is inspiring. This is true. A computer, or is it built in? It's built in when it comes to the EQ6R Pro. It's built in. It's just a microcontroller. Alright, sounds good, Beatrice. Sounds good. It's going to be here later on tonight. Do plants love? Pretty wild questions. He's way too old for college. I'm not. No one's ever way too old for college. I'm just beyond the college years now. Laser with the other thing that our solar system, they comment. It's on its way outbound now. It's currently on its way out. Who made the universe? Honestly, it doesn't even matter in this context, man. That is for a personal belief, and I think people should have their own beliefs, obviously. And I don't think it's going to matter whether what I believe created or who created or anything like that, because it shouldn't change the subject of what we're doing here. Just got out of being teacher life. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gotta have steaks. Yo, Mr. Tony, thank you, buddy. It looks like you got it from Jace, by the way. That's super awesome. And by the way, if you are a member of the stream, you have access now to Discord. You can see it inside the post here. After the stream, or if you want to go in there, you can go in there and jump into Discord with us. Gonna make a load? To new house. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. What are we looking at, by the way? Saturn currently. Currently hanging out Saturn. This would be Saturn. We are currently hanging out with Saturn. I'll pull it over. With your phone camera. Oh, that's cool. That's super awesome. I can't see your profile picture from Streamlabs. What's the best telescope to view planets like this? Honestly, one that you'll use. Like, this so subjective. That's going to be one that you use and enjoy. That's going to be the best telescope. I love Skytax. How you doing, man? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thanks, DW. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You guys can bounce the irrelevant things. Put them in a timeout if you want. People on Saturn probably streaming Earth. Look at that gas. They're probably saying, look at that rock planet. They ain't got the gas that we got. Right. Saxo, then I can get a screenshot, please. With this setup, I cannot stack. Not with the current setup I'm using right now. How's gravity hold things from floating away? Well, it just holds onto it. It's a force of attraction in its own sense. Thank you. Honestly, thank you, Cypher. I appreciate you. Thank you. Before you knock out the usual questions, oh man, they're already pretty bad. Wait until we get the moon. It's already going to turn into a headache very soon. And not to hold in a lot of different forces assist on not pulling things into like completely crash stuff. Other tidal forces from other gravity, centrifugal, the effect from centrifugal force, just different other forces though. Got measure, not gravity. I mean, call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, you call it whatever you want. Like, the term's a term. It don't matter. Where's Atlas? In the sky. It's off on the east side of the sky, though. Can't see it currently. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can give it any definition you want. It's just an attraction. The weakest force seen, but it is the attraction. The thing that appears to attract other objects of mass. I think I will have to make all the planets work. That's true. Yep. Over 98. Just over 99% of the gravitational tide comes from our sun. It's insane. It attracts what? Other mass. Mass attracts mass. Yeah, you can buy whatever you want. Why is it not just pulled in? There's a lot of other effects going on. You'd have to look like into like Kepler laws, right? So like Kepler, you can get in like orbital mechanics, for example. You kind of want to get some of that understood. You really get into different contexts, though. Why does nobody ever look at Polaris? It's just a star, just a dot. There's nothing to really look at when you look at it. You see planet Jupiter for normal, like home telescope, just under 250. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. See how I may have the telescope too far right. No, we can see it. It's really faint, though. Looks like a little tiny bump. And it takes a while to actually, like when you're going for those type of things, like Hame, for example, Ceres, even Pluto. Sometimes you'll look at it and be like, crap, am I looking at it? And what you do is you take a bunch of photos over the course of a few hours and see which one is moving differently into relationship to the stars in the background. Then you start to see inner objects, obviously, or objects inside of our solar system. Yeah, the rings are amazing, absolutely. Mars tonight, we cannot. It's really close to the sun right now. The International Space Station passed over. If it flew over, yeah. You'd like to see Atlas smack Jupiter. It'd be kind of cool. Obviously, it wouldn't smack it, but yeah, it'd be really cool. Your favorite planet, Saturn? Nice. Saturn is gorgeous, though. It's a really beautiful planet. Oh, let me center it back up. Getting way down the chat, ain't it? My bad. Let's see if we can pull it back up. There we go. Okay. I think they influence humanity. Anyway, I don't research Nuke. I have not. Jupiter's destroyed quite a bit of stuff for us, but also slingshot stuff. That's kind of like a frenemy. It's not a great friend, it's not a great enemy, but it's definitely a frenemy. Zoom in your telescope. Can you see the American flag on the moon? We don't have much zoom on it right now. This is not that much zoom that you would think it would be. First Ben Hammer, so proud, nice. Is it now for you, right? Jupiter is coming up. It is coming up in the east side of the sky. Hey, what up, Godzilla? How you doing, buddy? Things moving on the moon. Alright, yeah, dude, for sure. Absolutely. Alright, sounds good, Steven. Have an amazing dinner, bud. Have an amazing dinner. I can tell you, I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of observing the moon. Never seen anything like this. Never. Can you see the Oort cloud? We see objects in the Oort cloud, but we don't see the Oort cloud itself. It's the same like when you talk about the main asteroid belt. We don't see the main asteroid belt. We just see items in the main asteroid belt. Hey, what up, Tank? Had to switch. Oh, no way, man. No way, buddy. I got you. Or you know what happened. Man, it's been so cloudy out here in Kansas City. When do you think we can see the moon? It'll be the next thing we come to. Is this real color? It's going to be fairly close to the real color. Can you see Saturn's moons? We turned up the brightness. We'd be able to see them. I'm going to keep doing stuff like this. Yeah, absolutely. Can you look at Earth? I mean, you could. How far our objects really are. Yeah, space is really vast. Interesting thing in space today. Nothing too crazy going on today. Here on the 2nd into the 3rd, we have a massive meteor shower coming up, but we also have a full moon. So it's going to be quite the challenge. Whether we're able to stream the meteors and hopefully capture at least 10 per hour, that's going to be a lot of fun. But I kind of got that in my mind that we should go for meteor showers during the full moon and see what we can do. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Has Betelgeuse gone supernova yet? Not that we know of. We have not seen it. Can't see the rings. Turn up the brightness a little bit on your phone. Make sure you have the brightness turned up on your phone. See if I can focus a little bit too. See if we can do any kind of focus here. And give us a little better view. Let's see how that goes. Northwest of the moon. It's northwest of the moon when you're in telescope. What exactly mean? It's northwest of the moon. So the Saturn is to the west of the moon, if that's what you're asking. The meteor shower, the night of the 2nd into the morning of the 3rd. Ever seen anything abnormal in space? Honestly, no. See the rings? Ain't that awesome? Yeah, it's super awesome. What's super bright to see when it's close to full? Is that true? Are you talking about like the meteors or the moon itself? It's hard to make out details. Hey, Brad, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Show some moon upload tonight. The meteor shower would be the morning of the 3rd. Morning of the 3rd. The morning hour. So the night of the 2nd into the morning of the 3rd. The previous videos. Love this. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. The moon itself. What about the moon right now for me? Still kind of in the east sky. Hasn't moved to the west sky yet. Not for me, in my position. Think about details. That makes sense. How long can Jupiter be seen? We're coming up on Jupiter season still. We're still inside Jupiter season. We're actually at the beginning of Jupiter season. So we still have quite a bit of time with it. We got about 4.5 roughly months. 4.5 good months with it. I need an FAQ. Right, I know. Absolutely, I know. Documentary and such. No, I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you. Definitely glad to have you. This Saturn. Show the sun, it's nighttime, silly. Let's see the moon. About to bounce. We don't see the moon. Okay, you can bounce, I guess. We're going to hang out Saturn for a bit, though. Do I have an email? I do not. Never use one of those things. What's that? Show the sun, I'm going to apply, yeah. And cloud bells on Saturn. Sometimes we can see the striation. Depends on our clarity that we have going on. Depends on the clarity. Thanks. I appreciate it, Life Fun. 2 was. I appreciate you. Honestly, thank you. Show the other side of it, please. Yeah, we're on our way. We'll do that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks. C11 tonight, using the C11 telescope. At Askin Summer this year. That is correct. Yep. No, becoming a morning time object here soon. Time your trip carefully. That is true. That's too funny. Everyone wants to see the moon, though. That's fine. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. How strong is this telescope? I don't know. I tried to arm wrestle it once. It didn't win, though. In fact, I felt like I was arm wrestling there. What's your favorite thing about space? I guess us, in a huge sense. Probably us. 2 worms that and it passes the telescope. Yeah, it makes heat waves. That is great. It does do that. C11 is awesome. I definitely don't recommend it. It's such a heavy, like, it's not like heavy, but just like heavy, awkward, heavy. The sun, or I'll go somewhere else. Well, bye, Felicia. Hi, Mary. Welcome back. How you doing? How's your night? T14s are way better. Oh, man. The telescope. Like, it's just, the bigger the telescope, the bigger the mount, the more strength you got to have on it, the more you got to deal with, and like, it's just crazy. You think NASA's got, that's fine. I don't care. Like, it don't matter to me. I don't work for NASA. Do you think there's life somewhere else in the universe? I think it's very probable. I think it's very, very probable just based on the sheer numbers. I appreciate it, Live On. I appreciate it, buddy. Hey, what up, Rebecca? How you doing? Good evening. What size telescope do you need to be able to see the Kuiper belt and the other dwarf planets? It's not about the size per se. It's about your ability to be able to track, but then you got to look at each individual item. So you got a magnitude limit typically on your telescopes, but being able to do long exposure, even on a small telescope, you can pick up really faint stuff. That's not too bad. Hi, Courtney. Welcome in. No, thank you. Beneficial. Thank you. Never seen the sun up close. Please, it's nighttime. I cannot see the sun. It's currently nighttime. Literally the definition of no sun. Seen sunspots in some of the previous streams. So cool. Yep, absolutely. Just watching Freezing Rain. Not too much is going on. Nah, I get you. Freezing Rain is no fun at all. Your name is Courtney? Nice. I see that. I do see that. What do you think the rings set level horizontal? So we're gonna. Oh, you're talking about like in our view here. They don't. It's just based on the equipment. Like if I turn my camera, then they'll become horizontal. But it's about 26 degrees. The rings are roughly 26 degrees compared to the plane that orbits around the sun, though. Omega Swash Wash, nice. That's awesome. Saturn, yo, is this real? Yes and yes. Belgium, oh, that's awesome. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you. Need to add a hydrogen alpha scope to your collection. I would not mind it. Like, honestly, I wouldn't mind a lot. Here's the problem, though. Everybody gets really excited about hydrogen alpha telescopes. And we're talking about dedicated solar scopes here. But hydrogen alpha telescopes, calcium K, calcium C, whichever direction you want to go. Everybody gets excited about them during solar maximum. And what happens is during solar minimum, no one ever uses them. So it's quite the weird or odd telescope to actually have, because you get enjoyment for about like 3 years out of, you know, your period of that 11 years that you go through for the next cycle. It's pretty wild. Your dreams look at Orion Nebula. It's beautiful. Orion Nebula is so beautiful. So the rings never change in angle. They do in our perspective, but not based off of the planet itself. How long have I been doing this for? A minute. It's been a minute now, since I was 8 years old. Yo, what up, Guppy? How you doing, brother? Good evening, bud. How's your night? Same close to each other. This year. Not such this year. We didn't have like quite the parade this year. Do you have a favorite planet to watch? I do Jupiter. Jupiter and then probably Venus and then Saturn. Nice. It is Saturn. Good to see you, Guppy. Glad to see you, brother. By non-expensive telescope, what would you recommend? I would probably say, Jason, look like a tabletop Dobsonian. Tabletop Dobsonians are relatively inexpensive, and also look at used equipment. A lot of times used equipment comes fairly decent. Just make sure they're not scratched up and stuff, you know. Can we see Venus tonight? Nope. It is becoming an evening object, though. So we'll see it right after the sun sets. Oh, is boat timed out? Who knows? How's the moon looking? I don't know. I haven't went to it yet. Bell brown dwarf, by the way. What is? We don't have any objects that look like a brown dwarf. Besides Jupiter, it looks like a brown dwarf, but it doesn't have nowhere near the amount of mass it needs, though. Other planets coming into view besides Jupiter and Saturn. Roman. We got Neptune and Uranus still. So we got 4. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do hit my name on the top left. You do enjoy this. Hit my name on the top left and hit that subscribe and turn on notifications. I try to go live as often as I can. And we do stuff like this, whether it's a planets or our moon, sometimes deep space stuff, sometimes it's going to be shooting stars or meteors. You see the storm on Jupiter, we can't. Weather rings of Saturn, mostly ice. Mostly makes up ice water, but also a little bit of dust and rock as well. to be able to get such a close view. We're going to be able. I'm near Kansas City, but we're using a telescope. We'd probably be able to do Andromeda Galaxy or Jupiter. Yeah, we'll get to the points where we do a little bit more DSO coming up, but we got to get past the full moon, obviously. And stream channel. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it, brother. Jupiter does have rings. It has 4 rings. It does. Even Uranus and Neptune as well. I can play 47 from the house. It's always 27 degrees, not 47, but it's 27 degrees based on its orbital plane. About to jump into space, that's pretty wild. Hey Ron, happy new year to you, buddy. Show you Jupiter. Jupiter's not high enough to get to yet. Otherwise we would. I enjoy streaming Jupiter. I do enjoy actually looking at Jupiter. Very beautiful. How would you rate this scene? Not too bad right now. Well, right now actually it's getting a little bit wild. We're going to be getting close to the tree line. I don't know, it's about 6 or so. 6 out of 10. No first space news in the future. Nice. You're excited for 2026? Very awesome. It looks like a cookie. What kind of cookie does it look like? This is Saturn, yep. Is there a way to get a clearer image? Sometimes it just depends on the atmosphere. Like this is actually really good right here. This is not bad at all. We could probably focus a little bit, but it's not too bad. We're just getting ready to lose the view of Saturn here quickly. It's going to go off behind trees here soon. It's actually not horrible though. Let me see if we can do any kind of focus here. Try to get it a little bit better. See which way we need to go. Alright, it's not bad. Like you get to see the ring in front as well. That's pretty cool. Pretty close. How come it is low quality? I don't know. By the time I have to pick it up, push it through my computer all the way out through YouTube, who knows? That's on 3i Atlas, yep. Nope, this ain't Jupiter. A yellow cookie. Nice. Just a yellow cookie. What's the temperature here right now? 18 degrees. Your telescope isn't that strong. You try to arm wrestle it or what? What state am I in? Kansas City area. Oh, Ryan, constellation saying, yo, that's awesome, Amita. That's so awesome. Need a new one, I got you. Got one in your mind or no? How many planets can you see? Right now we have Neptune really close to Saturn, and then Uranus is on the other side of the sky, and then Jupiter's just coming up. Still behind a bunch of trees. Almost one. Oh, I got you. Very much. Yeah, that's right. Pluto is like a little tiny dot. Just a little guy. Time to pick up the set and move to a mountaintop. That'd be kind of nice, huh? That'd be really cool. 18 degrees. Man, you have a lot for this. Hey, it is what it is. You can arm wrestle C11, but C14 beat you. Yeah. Rover in Tennessee, very awesome. In Uranus, close to the Pleiades. It is. It's very close. Very close to the Seven Sisters. Space is boring for you, though? Look like globular clusters. A lot of fun doing that, to be honest. Jenny! Is she in here? She is in here. Hi, Jenny. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely, Mary. All the best for 2026. You too. Hope the best for you as well. Phone that was dropped 5 times. Dang. Guess fix your phone. Be cold and windy in Baltimore. I got you. Yo, what up? How's it going? I streamed Occupy Mars the other night, just so you know. It was kind of something. What time Jupiter rises? Already rose. It's just behind trees right now, though. Behind a bunch of trees currently. Let me back up just a bit here. See if we can bring in some brightness. Can we see any of its moons currently? I can barely see. Looks like 2. Or is there 1 even on the top end? Let's see if we can focus it though real quick. I can see the rings a little bit better. If I can get them a little bit cleaner. Go a little faster than that though. Can you guys see any of the moons or no? Relatively faint tonight. Look relatively faint. We're relatively faint anyways. This Saturn or a black hole? This Saturn. We should go look at Neptune. If I had the focal reducer in, we probably would. It's a really faint object, though. I don't have the focal reducer in tonight, so we're not picking up that much light at all. Very bright yellow. It is, yeah. It is. Didn't see any either. I could barely see him. I don't know where Titan was. I did not see Titan. I know that for sure. Let's do a little jump around here real quick. Oh, there might be Titan right there. That one might be Titan. You guys see that little dot? Looks like Titan right there. Makes sense that would be Titan. Yeah. That's what it looked like right there. Bring out some of the gain again. There we go. Music from that's a tennis. Nice. How long does it take to find Saturn? Not too terrible. Not too bad to do. Do you think there's extraterrestrial life out there? It's very probable. Very probable. What am I using to capture the C11 telescope? Looks like Titan. It did look like Titan. You been Titan on Destiny 2? Nice. That's funny. Name status. Looks like yellow circle for me. Oh, that makes sense. I got you. I couldn't see much of anything, honestly, near Saturn. I just barely can make out a Titan tonight. Back hole sound, what you can. Good song. What are you looking at, Saturn? Not usable. For me to watch it. I got you. One planet, what would that planet be? Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I'd just leave Meziar. Then you just offend everybody. Kind of like taking Pluto away as a planet. You offend everybody. Telescope just for kids, never seen Titan. Oh, okay. And how cool that is. I got you. That makes sense. Rhea, Tethys, and Caladius. And Saturn down, and then Titan way up there. Got it. How did you locate Saturn in the deep black space? I mean, you can go out and look at it pretty easily. Get outside the city, you can see all kinds of wild stuff. Is this real? It is. Too bad you can't see any stars. I mean, if we took longer exposure, we'd pick up a bunch of them. It's still planets. I told you. You rename something, people get offended. It's kind of funny. Looking at it roughly 90 minutes ago in the past, yep. You haven't done C++ for 20 years since college. I got you. I got you. We haven't had any missions to Neptune or Uranus since the Voyager missions. Good question. There's not a lot, man. Honestly, there's not a lot to really go with when you're still trying to explore a lot of things that are still a challenge of their own. For example, why haven't we been back to Venus? Why haven't we got to that point where we're landing something on Venus and actually figuring out how to make it survival of itself and be able to explore a little bit more about Venus, which is much closer than something like Uranus or Neptune. It's like this. A diamond. That's awesome. I got you, Marco. I got you. Hopefully that makes sense, though. I don't know if my chat just froze up or what. Chat's quit chatting, maybe. I don't have a mysterious blue circle. It's a hexagon, like a hexagon storm near its North Pole. It does have its own aurora lights as well. Yep, absolutely. You've only been in Bordeaux 6 to 8 your whole life. Oh, you got to get out. You got to go out. You definitely have to. You don't know what you're missing out on. This is Saturn tonight. Yep, hanging out Saturn tonight. But you definitely want to get out, though. You'll love it. You will love it. You think a hexagon's the best thing in the source? So that's awesome. That's pretty well. Do you know the hexagon can come to be? That's a great question. We honestly don't know. There's not a valid reason yet that has much evidence behind it yet. No, actually, you look where Saturn is right now. I mean, if you wanted to. Like Rainbow Road. Oh my god, I don't know. Best planet to look at, not including Earth. Jupiter. For me, it's Jupiter. Definitely it'd be Jupiter, though. You can see to our planet how of the telescope. This telescope can pick up dwarf planets, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Susan. I appreciate you. Thank you. All the major moons of Saturn. Depends on what you're going to actually consider to be major moons, but most of them, Rhea, Tethys, obviously, and Claudius, they're Titan. But then we get into crazy stuff, though, obviously, like Pandora, stuff like that. But most of them, for the most part. My mind don't keep up like that well, though. Between all the conversations we have, between not just looking at Saturn, but then you get to Jupiter, and then you get to the moon, are going to be our three main targets tonight. My mind gets like crazy. What would you consider to be tired, per se? Tried to find the comment, but I couldn't. Read about two things. 3i Atlas, I assume. I assume you mean 3i Atlas. Mose has returned, yes. There's Venus and Mercury on the sunny side, yep. We're not about this. Seems to be a hexagon producing fluid in it. Definitely going to be some kind of wild jet stream that it has, but how it gets into a hexagon shape is pretty wild, though. But it's not a theory. It's not scientific theory, though. It lands on it almost zero. Or I agree. Yeah, absolutely. You do this at a telescope under $2,000. Yeah, look at like the 8SC. 8SC is a wonderful telescope for Saturn. You mumble too much, it happens. Otherwise, I'd be like talking a little bit different tonight. We would get more focused in on one single question every like minute. So I just kind of read through really fast, and sometimes that means I'm reading as I'm like trying to speak at the same time. What's going on there right now? Well, Saturn's just hanging out doing something. Just in an old film strip in front of his camera. Yeah, that's it. Have you ever seen the red spot, the Great Red Spot on Jupiter? Yes. What is the hardest constellation that you have seen? I don't know the answer to that one. I mean, there's some that I can't see because they're in like southern hemisphere. I don't know that I have an answer to the hardest constellation that I've ever seen. What moon is a girl's name that starts with M? It depends, because obviously none of them really care about their names, but moon itself would have a Latin term of luna, which would be a feminine version of it. Is there anything living there on Saturn? Life as we know it would not be able to live there. No. Did I get hit with the cold weather? I did. I got you, Luigi. That's awesome, buddy. I got you. Glad you got your account back. Have you ever seen Titan transit Saturn? About a month and a half ago or so. Bruh. Show Pluto? Okay, I'm on it. Let's go to it. First one, so I can roast. Nice. What are we roasting? We making a roast? Like slow pot? Oh, you didn't get it back. I got you. Dang, man. Oh, I got you, Luigi. I got you. Pluto the dog? No, Pluto the dwarf planet. It is a dwarf planet. Barely see Pegasus. Ah, the other night I got you. Have you ever seen other planets that could visibly have life on it? No. About a portable telescope that can get a more clear view. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it depends on, I guess, what you consider to be affordable. But yeah, absolutely. This telescope, the OTA or the optical tube, is about $3,000 roughly. Then you can get them with the mount as well, which is going to be a little bit more expensive. Hey, Mark, how's it going? How's your night? No, Starlinks ain't bugging. Not at all. Starlinks don't bug me. Let's take a flatter for gaining traction. No, they don't gain traction, man. Not even my cup of tea to worry about it. Is that real? It is. Can you calculate the mass of the sun? We could. Any meteors? Not doing meteors tonight. Just looking at Saturn currently. Just a protoplanet? Yeah. With this setup, it'd be really hard to even try to attempt to do one. What is that? Saturn. How big is that? How big is what? What is that in reference? Like Saturn itself? Hi Trish, how are you? How's your night? If you guys are worried about like shapes, honestly, like go back to kindergarten or something, honestly. Oh, weird. I'm gonna get coloring pages out for kids today. Issue with new tilt. That's Vivani's 311 camera. They made them clear, but Jupiter is just black. Sounds like you need to get enough gain and exposure up. Like it shouldn't just be black. Obviously, if you're seeing the moon, it looks like you need probably more gain. Probably go to something like 115 or something to start with. Outside your house with a telescope. I'm outside my house, but I'm inside of an observatory. Have you seen any really cool looking at galaxies? Yeah, I do enjoy some of them, like the real full galaxy, which is a emerging galaxy. I think that's one of my favorite ones. Pinwheel is really beautiful. Sombrero is really gorgeous. The Needle Galaxy is really gorgeous. The Well Galaxy as well. Really, really beautiful. Man from the West, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see. That you're here. I'm glad to have you, Trish. Definitely glad to have you. Definitely glad to have you. What's the farthest that we've seen? A galaxy around 90 million light years away, roughly. By merging galaxies that merge, kind of in the context, where they kind of start to merge into each other or bind into each other. That's a whole different topic, though, when we talk about how all that works. Different topic than what we're doing here at Saturn. Oh, no one told me, hey, Saturn's down in the chat. What happened? You've seen the Andromeda Galaxy with the naked eye? Yes, absolutely. From Saturn to reach Earth, about 90 minutes roughly, hour and a half currently. We'll telescope down a little bit more. Have you seen a dying galaxy? I mean, everything that's already created is coming to the end, so therefore everything that you see is, in a sense, dying. Yeah, but I mean, I would assume that you mean like one that's near the end of its life. I don't know. Not too sure how to actually answer that question, or what you're actually trying to reference, I guess. Have I seen aliens? I have not. Ah, thanks, Tim. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate that. Pinwheel is captured on your birthday. Pinwheel is really beautiful. It's a beautiful galaxy. Alright, sounds good, Mo. Sounds good. Can I make it any more clear? It's getting really close to the tree lines right now. We're about to lose our view of Saturn, and we're going to hang out with the moon after that. It'll be the next target. The moon shall be next. It's not too bad right now, though, honestly. Like, it's not perfect, but it's honestly not bad at all. I appreciate it, Jay. Thank you so much. This is your partner, and you're crazy. That's funny. Roll had a little green man figure and brought a telescope. Oh no, man. No, the amount of conspiracies that come up because of that. Nah. Too much. Thought about buying a telescope. What kind of telescope are you thinking about buying? I appreciate it, Aaron. Glad to have you, buddy. That goes evaporating. Eventually. Realize how fast the planet's moved. And just the scope itself. Yeah, super fast. Really fast. How cold is it out? 17 degrees right now. Is it legend about the men on the moon? Do you think that's really true or not? Men on the moon is just a visual aspect of what we see. Mostly it's a thing for like people here in the West. In the, like for example in Asia, they think they see like, looks more like a bunny on the moon or a rabbit on the moon. Oh, no way, David. That's so cool. That's so awesome. That's so cool. Because of humidity in the atmosphere. Yeah, sometimes it does happen. Plus, I'm losing a little bit of heat from the control room here, which is getting in front of the telescope. I had some storms big enough, yeah. Absolutely. What equipment am I using right now? It'll come up here. Jace just typed in the command. I have not seen that. No shot of the Man of the Moon. They're both oh, that's crazy. I have not seen it though. Yeah, I have not. That I haven't. What dot are you speaking of? Are you talking about the Great Red Spot? It's a classic. I know I don't watch a lot of TV though. Like, I honestly do not watch much TV at all. I never have time to do something like that. I usually turn on something like The Office or something wild. Put in an earbud, and that's how I fall asleep. Just kind of closes my mind for the night. What's the coolest nebula in your opinion? Planetary nebulas. Like, I really like planetary nebulae, but the most beautiful one, I would definitely have to say, like, the Great Orion for sure. What do you think is the craziest phenomenon that happens in space? Ooh, that's a great question. Honestly, creation of black holes would be such a crazy phenomenon that does occur. But there's other things. For example, stars that can rotate 30 times per second. Pulsars are pretty wild. But I think the creation of a black hole from a dying star, that's probably the craziest thing that one could ever experience for sure. And Blade Runner, never seen it. Venus is coming up the evening. Gonna be the evening star. Great tractor seems pretty insane, yeah. Hey, what up, Andrew? How you doing? How's your night? Ese? Saturno, sí. Aquí es Saturno. It's by the moon, yeah. Mo's has a question. Oh, what was your question, Mo? I missed it. I need to get my other chat popped out here. It's hard to keep up with my chat currently. Put the chat over here next to Saturn. Make it easier to be able to see it here. Okay, there we go. So he went to Venus. Did a minute ago, but now my flat Saturn theory is disproven. Hey, I'll give you one here. Actually, this would be kind of fun. Saturn is the flattest planet in our solar system. It is the flattest planet in our solar system, based on how it's a variation between pole to pole compared to its equator. It is the flattest planet in our solar system. I might back up. Yeah, I will. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just let me know when you're in here. I got you. What's your favorite planet? Yours is the moon. What? Can't believe I just read that out loud to you. I got you. I see you, man. Let me grab you here real quick. Yeah, I got you. Oh, man. Can't believe I actually read that out loud. Must be easier to look at Jupiter. Jupiter's going to be beautiful tonight. You just could have already exploded. It's possible. It's very possible. You ever seen anything weird on the telescope before? I have not. Honestly, have not. Oh, you're welcome, Mo. Absolutely. Favorite thing to show people who are new to astronomy? Hopefully everything. I'm hoping that everything that we do show, which is quite a bit, obviously. We do quite a bit. But I hope everything somehow brings some kind of love or some kind of peace or kindness into what astronomy should be. We're going to focus on Jupiter after the moon. It'll be after the moon. I think that's the answer, though. I'm not sure that I have much more of an answer to that, because it's not about the one thing. It's about a collective of stuff. Where's Autumn at? I don't know. I am not sure. I think autumn disappeared. I think we're finding winter. You ever take a day to the observatory at night and be there alone with her? No. No. It's trying to be a shared knowledge. That is true. We suggest for someone to get that can see planets clear. So, obviously, I would probably, like, if it comes to that, I would probably say something wild like the Celestron 8SE. It's a wonderful telescope. It's about 1600 though. Hi Adam, how are you? How's your night? I think the 8SE is a wonderful, good backyard telescope, all-around telescope. Though you can look at like the 4SE if you want to keep it in budget and have something that's even good for the moon, because the 8SE is not great for the moon. The moon's a little bit too big of a target for the 8SE in a huge sense. Even though you can still use it, it's just too much. But for planets, the 8SE does a really good job. When we focus on Sirius or any other stars, I'm not too sure. Tonight it has a lot that we're going to be able to do tonight. Stephen, thank you so much for the floating heart, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you. We will be jumping between Saturn here, and then next will be the moon. Then after that, hopefully we get to Jupiter, and then 3i. That's my game plan. Closest star to is actually 93 million miles away. Our sun, obviously. Saturn looks like an eye in the sky for you. That's crazy. How many telescopes do you have? Which one is the best? We got 18 here. I really love the 8SE. We are using the 11-inch mid-cap screen, which is the second step up from the 8SE itself. But I really love the 8SE. It's a really good all-around telescope. Though if you want to do the moon, the 4SE is a wonderful object. Even planets, it does a pretty good job even planets. Background music, very relaxing. That's awesome. We're back again tonight. We are. Welcome back. About Saturn's moons, we can pick up some of them. It's a little bit challenged when I don't have the focal reducer in. Let me see. I can even grab any right now. If I can get a couple of them there on like the bottom left side, I gotta slow down the exposure quite a bit. And you got Titan for sure. Right there's Titan. Over here was Rhea, and heck, I don't even remember. Jenny, which ones do we have again? Get a very good view of Saturn, Jupiter, the 4SE. Yeah, absolutely, with the zoom eyepiece. Yeah. The only difference is you have that limitation of your resolution when it comes to zoom. That's the only difference in it, of course. So the 8SE gives you more resolution on zoom. Hey Flower, how are you doing? Welcome back. How's your night? Tetius and Gladia. Oh, okay. Tetius and Gladia, and then Rhea would be... I can't even remember now. Seems like there may be a second or a third moon here. Maybe not. It's just my eyes. There's one definitely on the side of the ring on the opposite side. And then, of course, Titan way over here. Every telescope, what usually surprises them? Focus. Focus is one of the main things that surprise a lot of people, how hard it is to achieve focus sometimes on a telescope. But I think one of the other aspects would be how fast objects in the sky truly move. How fast things really move in the sky. I think that becomes one of the biggest challenges for some people too. Especially if you have like a manual telescope and you're trying to keep up with it. It becomes quite the challenge for sure. It can definitely become quite the challenge. Dion's on the other side. Oh, close to the ring. Okay, I got you. I got you. Keeping your eye on the right spot, yeah, absolutely. And if you have a manual telescope, it's just like, yeah, oh man, it can drive you crazy. Like just how fast objects move in the sky, especially if you're trying to get a lot of zoom. My goodness, things move really fast on you. Could you see some of the moons? Nice. That's awesome, Godzilla. Got no answer to it, Corey. In our perspective, no. It's really hard to keep up. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Yeah, we move really fast. Hey, Infinite, how you doing? Just Saturn night. Nope, we're going to do Saturn, the moon, Jupiter, and then maybe 3i. I think that's our plan. Being the first person to look through telescope, see other planets would be awesome, right? Would be really awesome. Imagine being the first person saying, yo, there's other planets out here. That's crazy. The cosmic dance. I love it. Were you able to see three Eye Atlas? We were. Absolutely. Telescope should I buy for beginners? Probably like a tabletop Dobsonian. They're usually like between $100 and $300. They're not bad telescope for beginners. Even that and binoculars. Really good way to do it. What? Wow. Know where the location 3i out of this is right now. Ooh, let me look it up real quick. Let me pull it up on the guy out this here. Probably be behind trees. It's not even above the horizon for me currently. It's going to come up between east, northeast, and it's probably over by Leo though. But not even above the horizon yet. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. Enjoy the hedge on rings. It will not be like this for another 16 years. About 15 and a half, roughly. Finally, something legit worth a live stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. Can you see Jupiter? Not high enough just yet. Next will be the moon. Next to Regulus and Leo. Yeah. Should be over by Leo. What direction in the sky is this? Is this real? Yes, it's real, and it's off in the west side of the sky for me. Yeah, getting a computerized mount is definitely a game changer by far. Rotary binoculars might be interesting. Oh yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Go for like, especially like in really early morning hours now, we get the Hercules cluster to come up. And it's so gorgeous in binoculars. Do you believe that 3i Atlas is a UFO? I do not. Can we see Jupiter next? After the moon. We'll get to Jupiter. It's basically just a glorified comet. Nothing big about it. I mean, it's interstellar. That's what's interesting about it. How far is Saturn from Earth? Just under 900 million miles away. Don't know what that is. It's an amazing globular cluster over by Hercules that has like 130,000 stars in it. Really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Are you outside or is this computerized? Both. I'm outside, but I'm inside the control room for the observatory, and everything's computerized, though. Jupiter is currently in Gemini. That is correct. Mars not where we can observe it. Managed to see those and those things. It's amazing. Love star. Well, if you always had dark skies, not a lot of light pollution, things are easier to observe in the sky. It's not like they've seen what we're seeing here, obviously. But they could tell the difference of objects based on how things were rotated. Not only that, but also you get the brightness of certain things, the twinkling effect on certain things. So there's a lot of different things that they were able to do. When you have dark skies constantly, imagine what all you could see. What about Atlas? What about it? Is your telescope a computer simulation of the planet? It is not. My telescope is just a metallic tube with glass and mirrors built into it, and that's it. There's nothing electronical of my telescope itself. See if we can move back up a little bit higher too. That ring around it, it is. Do you believe these are physical objects or just light? Well, they're physical objects reflecting sunlight, but wouldn't just a light also be a physical object? That's kind of a weird question to actually ask. Do you believe this is a physical object that has illumination? Or do you think it's a light, which is also a physical object that has illumination? Oh my goodness. Mars is not where we can see it. That is correct. Not up where we can see it currently. Saturn's rings are so cool. I do agree. Really beautiful. Really amazing. That would be great. What planet can human habitation? Earth right now. Is this your job or a hobby or both? This is a hobby, what I'm doing currently. Where's the sun relative to Saturn? at this time? Well, the sun's on the opposite side of Earth for me. Saturn's to the west in my sky. Did you make her before impact or light up? I did not. I was still too young at that point. What planet can we live? Human. Mars will be the next target. After the moon, of course. How'd Saturn's rings form? A moon got really close to Saturn and then got shredded, torn up. Any air there? Gravity. A lot of gravity. Air, I mean, air, yes, but are you, like, now we're getting to a wild different context. So are you considering air to be oxygen, which I assume you are? Very little oxygen there. Very, very, very little. But here we are. We're getting behind the tree. So the next target, we'll have to get to here pretty quickly. The trees are still in our view. Let's see if we can swing off real quick. Get things all lined up here a little better. Hopefully it's not going to be crazy bright when we get here. Not wasn't too bright. Okay. But like super bright anyways. See if we can get located. Telescope control. Move fast. We can go the right way. Let me grab enough brightness to be able to see where it's actually at currently. Quite a bit more brightness. There we go. Lost some of the gain. Try not to blind us when we hold in here in our view. And we'll try to focus. Whoa, like that. I knew I was going to blind us. How dare you guys let me blind you? Oh man, look at that view right there. Yo, that's crazy actually. Whoa. Yo, that's crazy already. Yeah, that was super bright. My bad, y'all. Let me slow down the telescope control here. There we go. Yo, that's insanely beautiful. Yeah, flashbang for sure tonight. My bad. That was a crazy flashbang. We need to do a little bit of focus, it looks like, but not too bad. We're not way off. Go down to Plato crater real quick. Beautiful Plato. Zoom out to see the full moon. This is the most zoom I can do with the current setup I have. These are the mountain ranges, yeah. We're really close to the mountain ranges up here. Here's the Alpine Mountains here in the Alpine Valley. Some more of the mountain ranges. Pyramids on the moon. There's no pyramids on the moon. How do I multi like that? Dude, I got no clue. I've just been doing it so long. Get used to doing everything. What are we looking at right now? The moon. Currently looking towards the moon. A little Tycho here real quick. Get Tycho in the view. Keep going on to the north. You'll see me away from my window. Okay. Artemis 3 is going to land. Honestly, I do not even know exactly where they're going to land, to be honest. I don't have the location. I think it's going to be like towards the South Pole, but I honestly don't remember. I'm going to have to do a little bit of focus, it looks like. Not too much, though. If we can kind of settle things for a minute here. See if we can focus just a bit here. Get the focus control. And go outwards. Outwards. Outwards a little bit more. How's that look? Yeah, girl, say it's too small. Get a more powerful telescope. Did it look okay or no? Kind of looks decent on my view. Hanging in space. Everything's hanging in space. Well, kind of free falling, I should say. That's a really gorgeous impact crater here. And you see the central peak inside. That's a complex impact crater. Apollo landing sites, I can show you where they are. You guys think the moon landing was fake? Absolutely not. Arrest tickets, please. Don't make them. Yeah, man, it's not even the view right now. Here's the Bay of Rainbows right here. Yeah, see it okay? On the left side. Kind of not coming in very bright, is it? I'm bringing a little bit of brightness here. Gonna make out the Bay of Rainbows. Too much brightness. It's gonna be a beautiful Plato crater here. On the very top, you got the Sea of Cold, and on the bottom, you have the Sea of Showers. It's repeating the same lag. Oh, no way. Anybody else having an issue with connection? Anybody else having issues or no? Like a few of you are, huh? Page refresh result. Gotcha. These are some of the lava regions here. I appreciate it. Big D, I appreciate it, bud. YouTube was glitched for a second. Okay, I got you. Stop now. Good. There's the Sea of Serenity right here. And then the Sea of Tranquility would be right here. So Apollo 11 landing site. Let's see if I can pull it up in the center. Right about there. Apollo 11 landing site would be in this region. I've lost some of the brightness though. So dang bright. And then, do I have my marker? I do. Here. Interact. Alright, Apollo 11 landed out in here, in this region. Apollo 16 be way off down that direction. Apollo 17 be way off in that direction. It would be the direction of what we'll be looking at. Log down and come back fresh. I got you. Pretty awesome. Rain sometime. Seems okay now. Okay, I got you. What's the moon's name? Moon. In English, moon. Capital M. The bug is up. I got you. What's lava thingy? Lava. Solidified lava. Like what you see, this dark mass is bosnic lava here. The plains are a little bit brighter, but the dark mass is going to be the bosnic lava that we see on the moon. Need to get a base on the moon. It'd be pretty wild. This what now? The moon. Currently we're looking at the moon. Weird names, yeah. Astronomy does name, like, the naming convention in astronomy is so wild. Like, honestly, super wild. Can I come to this impact crater for a minute? It's really gorgeous in this view. It's a big Willow cheese, that's right. Hi Moonchild, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey Dov Views, how's your night? How's the weather out there? Hi Neptune, welcome. Welcome in. How familiar yet alien it looks. That is true. That is true. The cat out so your wife can see it? Not in this view. This is way too much zoom to get the cat to come through properly. That's way too much zoom to get it to come through properly. If I can kind of pull it up here a little bit. It's so gonna be, yeah, like look at how hard that's gonna actually be. Here's the cat's head right here. If I can kind of draw it out a little bit. I'll try. There's way too much zoom though. You can see its head here. Come down. Volcat. Volcat. Tranquility Base, a little bit further up compared to where we're looking at. Get back here real quick. There we go. Sky puffs in Ohio this week, yo. It's been really, really sky puffy here too, but we got lucky. They finally cleared out. Was she able to see at that time, the cat? It was kind of hard to see, like, with the zoom. Just way too much zoom. Let's see if we can focus real quick while we're here. See what we can do. Go the right way. See which way we need to go. Looks worse, right? Go in quite a bit. Could be a little bit the atmosphere too at the same time. Probably shouldn't have messed with it too much. We'll see how it goes. Hey, what up, Lux? How you doing? It's colder air better for you, and it honestly is. Yep, it honestly is. Focus. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, we need to go the other way. I need to move in or out. Move in. Looked like it did get horrible, huh? Getting better. Definitely getting better. Let me pull back up a little bit higher. Hey, Elv. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Let me track the moon now. There we go. Try a little bit more focus here. Hold it here for a minute, I think. I think this should be alright. Should be. There we go. Moon is so key for us. I love it. Got my first house up and looked at the moon. Yo, John, that's awesome, buddy. That is super awesome. Double tap the screen to focus. There you go. Y'all don't mind double tapping the screen. I'd appreciate it. It is getting better. Yeah, here's gonna be a lot better now. Let's go to Tycho. Let's bring Tycho into our view. We all like Tycho. We'll not look at Tycho for a minute. Beautiful Tycho. Probably the best looking impact crater on the moon by far. What are Apollo 14 landed? Ah, yeah, 14, 12 down there. What kinds of craters? Impacts from things like asteroids. Asteroids, comets, space trash. Most interesting thing about the moon? I think everybody in our past, everybody in our future gets to see the moon, which makes it really awesome. Really, really awesome. I think it should be able to, like, if there's one thing it connects mankind itself, it should be the moon. I appreciate it. Thank you. EW, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Doug Welkman. How are you? Yep. Most of the impacts that we see are from the Great Bombardment period. Really old. See a tranquility? Way off in the other direction here. So we can try to get ourselves organized here, figure out where we're at. Alright, there's a bay of roughness on the right, kind of bottom right, and then the Sea of Tranquility's on top. Pull back in a little bit. Annotate and draw. This is going to be the Apollo 11 landing site here. Grab. on the mouse again. Apollo 11. Let it out here. What's in the middle of those impact craters called a central peak. It's central peak. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. How was your day? Well, we see the same side of the moon. Ish. We see about 59% of the moon itself because of a process called libration. Almost makes it look like a wobble as it orbits around us, and it's an elliptical orbit. Go to a planet. We did Saturn just a bit ago. We see the near side, but we see about 59% though. This telescope's 11-inch mid-cat screen. You think it's strange we see only one side? I don't know that I consider it to be strange. No internet on the moon. I wonder why that's so. It's Mars, moon first, then Mars. Baby steps, yeah. Go back, it's behind trees. Saturn's behind trees for me now. First thing you see with your telescope would be galaxies. Does the moon have a molten core? There may be a little bit of molten left, but that's a tough question. The core itself is not molten, though. The core is a solid iron and probably a little bit of nickel. Yep, telelock is fairly common. It's a common scenario. Moment of impact on the moon. I personally have not. No, but my cloud tax is over and I got photos of the moon. Jupiter, go. That's awesome, buddy. That is super awesome. Glad you got rid of the cloud tax. Glad you got rid of it. This is not Saturn. We're hanging out the moon now. I know the titles and everything are wrong. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. Nah. We'll play while we're playing. Show you a galaxy. With the setup is not... This setup that we're using right now is not good for doing galaxies. Not good for galaxies at all. This is really more of a zoom setup that we have, like planetary type views. It's even a little too much for even the moon here. Lens am I using? No lens. I'm using a dedicated camera on the C11. The camera I'm using is the SV305C Pro. You have to deceive the people. What do you mean deceive the people? What do you mean you have? Oh, clickbaiter. Yeah. We just got done with Saturn. Yeah, there's some of the mountains on the moon here in our perspective. You can see some of the mountain ranges here. Was 3i Atlas real? It is. It is real. I should change the title, I guess. Alright, give me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, however long it takes me to do this. I'll change the title up a little bit. I should just restart it, to be honest, but whatever. Edit the stream. How do I edit stream again? I do not even remember. Oh, right here. There we go. Now it says moon. Now you don't have to cry about it. Let it come because it stopped in mid-space. It didn't stop anywhere. It continued on this path. Hi, Bella. How you doing? That's how deep some of the craters are that we're seeing. Most of these are not too deep because a lot of them are filled in with the volcanic lava. But there are some that's going to be relatively deep here, especially, let's kind of pull around here. Some of these are going to be like 1 mile to 2 miles deep, but the other one's not as deep because they are filled in volcanic lava in this region. You can kind of make that out, especially like in this region here. The one on the left side is filled in quite a bit with the volcanic lava, where the one on like the top that's kind of filled in, but you can still see its central peak in there. How far is the moon? On average, about 238,900 miles away. You ever see lights on the moon? Never do. How do you know the moon is almost broke? It's down to its last quarter. Love it. Wasn't a comment because it stopped in mid-space. It did not stop in mid-space, and I don't know who they are, but clearly whatever you're reading, they were not feeding you proper information. Lava the same reason why it's smooth on this part. That is correct. Yeah, the Bosniak's lava is relatively smooth. Let me see a rift. Oh yeah, amazing. That is true. How much are we zoomed in? Currently we're probably pushing about 300x, roughly. Ever seen UFO sightings? I do not. How much of my zoomed in? Got that one. Isn't it odd how it doesn't spin? It does spin. It does rotate. I think it's more odd that people think it doesn't rotate. I guess that's the more odd aspect of it. Yeah, it said it went to the moon, later said it is not real. There are no stars in the photos of landing. That's because they landed on the daytime. That's the first thing. The second thing is no one that ever went to the moon has ever said they've never been to the moon. So, kind of keep spewing the weird cool stuff that you've heard. Where's a rover on the moon? Alright, sounds good, Rose. Have a good night, buddy. Hopefully we see you here soon. If you're not in a little spaceship floating outside the moon. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Hi, Susan. How's your night? Welcome in. How's your night tonight? This real or AI? This is a live view of the moon currently. Are you looking at the moon? We're looking at the moon. The moon landing is real. We landed on the moon like several times, not just with human, but obviously other countries have landed on the moon as well. What do you think will build the first moon base? I would assume it's going to be the Artemis mission. But you never, like, obviously anything can happen though. There are so many people interested in getting there now at this point. Telescope C11. Hey, what up, Skulls? How you doing? Alright, sounds good, Trish. A moment of comment or asteroid hit the surface. I personally have not personally. Why does the moon have so many craters compared to Earth? Because we have an atmosphere and sediment changes. I've never seen Neil deGrasse ever say that we've never been to the moon. Never seen him say that. What if we see aliens and we'd see aliens? One of us is going to make it into an amazing historic archive. How deep is the craters? Anywhere from grains of sand in depth down to 7 miles deep, being the deepest impact crater on the moon. Subterranean, most likely, like, you'd want to be inside, like, the lava tubes. I was going to say, in place, why doesn't it keep going? It kind of wants to, but gravitational pull. Why does rockets leaving Earth's atmosphere look different than how they used to? Different technologies. No proof of us going to the moon. No, there's a lot of proof that we went to the moon, including other countries, and including the country that we were in a race with, conceding that we went to the moon because they were able to take photos. What time's Carl's Jr. close? That's how I feel right now when people ask me some questions. Oh, you can think you're being honest, but I think you're just full of something. Can you show us any of the structures on the moon? There are no structures on the moon. And the moon landing was different from the original. I don't know. How do you know the aliens are possibly... How do you know that aliens are possibly ancient humans? How do you... Like, I've never made that claim. Called from a landline that far? Come on now. Oh, you mean they called from a landline down to Houston, which then tapped into radio transmission? It's pretty plausible. I mean, things are... Wow, dude. Honestly, I'm going to put it like... I'm going to, I guess, give it to you in realistic view. Just because you don't understand how things work doesn't make it where intelligent people can do what they do. Like, luckily... those into science, space travel, now I should say even this, like a box of rocks, probably don't worry about your feelings at the end of the day. What do you think about the listen, it's a comment. Not apart from the program. That's fine. Then go to another live, dude. It's a wrong live for you. The moon is not hollow. Space isn't up though. Well, space is all around us. What are you talking about? If the moon was cheese, would it be Swiss? I don't know. Have you traveled space? We all travel space. Let me do some modding for a minute here. Does a moon have an atmosphere? It has an exosphere. It's a very, very thin, hard to detect exosphere, though. Yeah, crazies always wake up when we look at the moon for sure. They always do. Usually, the less you know about the subject, the easier you think it is. That's true. This moon, I got that one already. Telescope is a C11 tonight. Using the C11 telescope tonight. Live repeat? What do you mean live repeat? Telescope to start myself and my daughter and gives results similar to this. Honestly, look at the 4SE from Celestron. Let me type it in for you too. It's a wonderful telescope. There you go. There you go. Really good telescope, by the way. Yeah, 4SE is a wonderful telescope. And it has a go-to mount. Can you see where they landed? I can show you the locations here soon. We'll run around and do a little bit of it. Very pleasant and cool life. Ignorance. I know. Pretty wild. It always cracks me up when people actually make that claim. How did the president use a phone and talk to people on the moon? Well, obviously got tapped into Houston, which then used radio transmissions to go to the moon. Pretty wild how technology works. Can't see where they landed, but the area. That is correct. That is correct. As a flag still there. They are, but they are fainted though. The photographs that were taken of them recently. Talking about why I haven't been back to the moon. Oh yeah. There's a huge difference in that concept. Why we haven't been back to the moon is quite the different concept. Obviously, people got bored of it. Happened so many times so rapidly that NASA even had to start paying television stations to actually put it on the news. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Why can't they go back? We can go back. In fact, we are. Look up Artemis mission. Get yourself a little educated somehow or another. Just a little bit of education will help you out a little bit. I did a thing called moon signal bouncing. Oh yeah, using 2-meter radio dish. Dude, that's so cool. I love that. Lost technology, meaning like we don't develop those technologies anymore. Like you lose a technology when you're starting to advance. Those factories now make new age stuff. Hence you lost technology. Here's your window. It's already nice. That's super awesome. Neil Armstrong was the first person on the moon. That's correct. Down to the right. You can catch it. Don't worry about that. It's a feature. Just a feature on the moon. A reflector on the moon. There's several. We got 5 different retroreflective mirrors on the moon. Talking about going back to the moon. That is correct. Artemis 3 will land on the moon. Artemis 2 will go around it. How technology go backwards? We don't. We go forward. This moon signal bouncing using the moon itself to be able to bounce signals. Similar to like when meteors come through, you can actually pick that up on like FM radio and hear it for like that little quick second. It's pretty cool to do. But you can bounce it off of other objects. Let's stack this. I'm obsessed with stack. Yeah, not with our current setup. Current setup, I don't have the ability to be able to stack. Yeah, the retroreflective mirrors you'd use to bounce laser signals off of. That's correct. Yo, what up, baby blue? How you doing? Long time no see. Yep, like a sonar in a sense when you're bouncing off signal. Treat it like a sonar. Yeah, it's crazy how familiar alien it looks. That is true. Absolutely. Absolutely true. Hi Colette, how are you? How's your day? Echo the dolphin style, yep. You're going, how about the crazy barrier? It's covered out the edge of the solar system. How's it so hot out there? It's a really good question. It's a really great question. Hi Bert, welcome in. How you doing? How's Montana? Just see the old tech. Why would you? Super expensive. Like, the old technology is super, super expensive. Everybody that was making, like, the Saturn V rockets now, the manufacturers now moved on to making new stuff. Not even for, like, spaceships, but they create their own, like, new stuff. They had to move on. No one wanted their parts anymore. But you look at the Artemis rockets, Orions, and so on. Just absolutely awesome. Or even look at what Elon Musk is doing. Reusable boosters is a really smart idea. The moon needs more treasure. It does. Would you want to travel the moon if given a chance? Personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to. I personally would not. Could an atmosphere be made on the moon? Probably not. Yo, what up, Edgar? How you doing, buddy? Like a nail already? What do you mean? Is the sound cutting off for everybody else? Kind of nanosecond, but they can't destroy technology. That's not actually true. There's still Saturn V's left here on Earth. You just wouldn't use them. They're super expensive. But the moon was nuked, then the moon would be nuked. You'd go to the moon. I think being on the moon would be awesome. I don't want to get on a rocket ship, though. Hi, something. Welcome in. That's a pretty wide impact crater here. This is like 65, roughly 65 miles. I'm not too sure what that is in kilometers, though. This is Luna. Looking for something boring? I got you. Well, I'm glad that you found something boring, I guess, to look at. Your moon's boring. It's taking place in your backyard, yes. What other places are you able to see? Around the moon, is that what you're speaking of? Or what other objects? Artemis 2 is launched in a few weeks. Yeah, we're not too far out from it. We're not too far out from it at all. Tap into the iPhone to get images like this. Yeah, like I personally like and use the Celestron XYZ mount. Here, let me type it in for you. There you go. That's what I typically use with my iPhone. Here too, when they landed on the moon, okay, because I thought they would pollute it. They did pollute it. Honestly, they did. They left a lot of trash on it. And I'm a little nervous about getting out of the house. Oh, I got you. Yep. I got you. I wonder if the moon has cold. Yeah, absolutely. You got Jupiter, Saturn, or clear nights. We can. We did Saturn just a bit ago. Jupiter would be next. Jupiter would be next. Yo, what up, Miami? How you doing? How's your day? How's everything going for you? Prove you wrong? Well, I mean, that's pretty simple to do. We got a lot of photographs in other countries, especially those that were in the same race with us, that kind of prove you wrong. Did the moon have measles? Yeah, that's what it has. Hi, sounds good, T. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you. Went to the moon and just ended up in the crater there. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely true. Look at Saturn, please. We did it earlier. Now we're at the moon. I did on Venus, seriously. Blew my mind. I always thought it was completely gas, but no, yeah. It's a terrestrial planet. Last year's night sky from Mars. Did you see last year's night sky from Mars? The photograph? Which one? I see so many photographs that come back from Mars. Some of my favorites too, by the way. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Wonder why the moon doesn't spin. Well, the moon does spin. Is it getting bigger than moon? No, it does not get any bigger. One way it gets bigger is from the impacts that occur. Flex debris. Oh, thank you, Bad Nurse. I appreciate it. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for the high five. Neil Buzz land up in the Sea of Tranquility. Flags are too small to see if our setup. We can't see the flags, not with my current setup. I don't have anything close to that powerful. Let me see if I can turn down some of the brightness too. See kind of where we're going here. Let's bring it back here. There we go. Should be a little easier for me to try to spot the Sea of Tranquility. Let's get over there. Here's Sea of Tranquility right up here. Bay of Roughness on the bottom, Sea of Tranquility here on the top, these dark masses that we see. If we can interact with the annotate. Right about here. Sea of Tranquility. This would be the Bay of Roughness out here. And that's the Sea of Tranquility. Go up in that direction. There you go, there you go. Hey, what up, Bear Viking? How's it going, buddy? Welcome in. It's half an inch for did a million years ago, yeah. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. It does move away from us about 3 inches per year. Or sorry, 1.3 inches per year. 1.347, whatever it is, per year. What's the moon made of? About 96% of what we find here on Earth. Aliens would be kind of cool to see, but I've never seen anything like that, though. Honestly, never have. Never seen anything super wild, bro. Not in my equipment. I can't see flags in my equipment. I don't have anything that powerful. What they call it, see? Back in ancient astronomers, back in ancient times, would look up and see the dark masses on the moon. Similar to like if you go out and look at the moon right now, you'll see dark areas. It's bosonic lava. But they thought it was water, and so they named them the seas, the bays, and the ocean, or moragas. Am I fairly wrong? I am. The sea's deep. Not really. They've been filled in with the bosonic lava. They're not really that deep. Some of the mountain ranges right there. Okay, sounds good, okay. Bring up Plato crater for a minute. Beautiful Plato impact crater. I can't see with my equipment, so that makes you think that there's no flag. Gotcha. That's how you want to feel. That makes you feel better about yourself, I guess. Go to Pluto. Pluto's already set for me. It's already below the horizon. Jupiter was ocean and metallic hydrogen. There's some metallic hydrogen on Jupiter. Here we're now compared to plates on Earth. We're looking probably in a radius of about 600 miles roughly. Software for the telescope. I want to build a homemade telescope for looking deep into the void. That'd be so cool, John. That'd be so awesome, man. Let me know if you ever get to that point. And jump in our Discord, by the way, John. I don't know if you use Discord or not. My username, welcome in. Glad to have you. But if you do use Discord, jump in our Discord, John. I think we haven't made new trips to the moon. ISS became more of a focus, a lot cheaper to do. What a lot of people ended up making more of a decision. Like they overplayed the moon landing way too much. Like 6 times in such a short period. Was just too much. People just lost interest in the cost of it and stuff like that. But now we're getting back to there. That's why we're in the Artemis missions now. It was flat, nice little. So dang. Where's the meteor? Inside. Filled in. That's an old impact crater here. The impactor would be well underneath the ground. Then it got filled in bosonic lava, though. There is water on the moon in the form of ice near the south pole, inside some of the deep impact crater. But also we see that in like the silica glass. We're like it. Maybe the sun is. I mean, you're still going with your feelings. What ifs? I don't care about what ifs. Not my thing to worry about. Crater miles deep. This one's not super deep because it's filled in. It's probably pushing about a mile, roughly. But it's filled in with the bosonic lava, so it's not all that deep. Not crazy deep like some of the other impact craters that we see. Now here's about a 3-mile deep one here. This one's just over 3 miles if I remember right. I'm close to this every day. Do out there in a day. If there were a road, yeah. I mean, if you can drive 238,000 miles in a day. Depends on how fast you go, I guess. Think whatever made a 7-mile deep crater. Not too crazy. So you're talking about Aitken Basin. That was from a lot. I don't think it was from like a single comet, but I think it was a comet with a mixture of other things that created it. Yo, thank you. Street. Yo, thank you so much for the New Year's Eve 2026. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the gift. Did India go to the moon recently? They did. They did. How do they know exactly how do they know exactly when these craters are made? And that's a great question. Some of the older impact craters are really hard to determine, but if they're younger now, we can look at some of the ejecta ray, and then we can see, one, how bright is it? How much does it reflect light? That helps a lot. Two, you can look and see how many more impact craters are around the ejecta. That kind of covers it up, because we know on average about once every 10,000 years a larger impact occurs, and you can start to do the math based on that. So you get a good approximate age when it comes to those type of impact craters. Some of these older ones, great question. Showing a big act something directed. No, not at all. The round circle, the reason we see them more round like this, just a secondary effect. It's from similar to, like, if you take any shaped rock and you throw it in water, you'll see it have the rings come out in a circular shape, right? And so it's the same thing we hear with the seismic waves. They're going to be more ring style, no matter what it's shape or whatever it shall be. How do you know how deep it is? So they do LiDAR now. How far is the moon from Earth? On average, about 238,000 miles away. Just seen a red moon swing. Oh, that's crazy. The moon are relatively shallow. Not really. 7 miles deep is not relatively shallow by no means. Like 7 miles deep is a really deep impact crater. China has landed on the moon. It's going in and out. Just letting you know. Is he going in and out for anybody else or no? Let me know if any of you guys are having audio issues. Yeah, even 3 miles isn't shallow by no means. Like, put a city sideways in these things easily. 500,000 kilometers for metric normal people. Dang, dude. Here and there, both are. Yeah, it's just a little bit younger. Just a bit. Look at the amount of impact craters down here, though. Insane how many impact craters we have out here. How old is our moon? Roughly about 4.5 billion years old. Like 4.53, something like that. We're using the C11 tonight. Even on the flag, my telescope can't pick up that kind of resolution. The flag's like 3 foot by 5 foot at 238,000 miles. My telescope's nowhere near powerful to do that. That's up around getting hit as opposed to Earth. What? Really not. We have an atmosphere though, and sediment changes, but we got impacted a lot. Most of the impacts that we see here are from a long time ago, 3.5 to about 4 billion years ago during the Great Bombardment period. Emitters hit it at an angle, therefore. Nah, there's still a lot of space in between and things can come through easily. Keep repeating for you. Oh no, it's improved. Been buffering, but on the YouTube side, I believe. I wonder if we should just go ahead and reset the live then. Restart the live. Maybe. I am getting like a disconnect notice. I think I'm not connecting to Twitch for some reason. I'm not sure why it's not connecting either. Unmute your microphone source and make sure. Yeah, that's old. Yeah, stream is disconnected. Stream is disconnecting. There's something about my Twitch stream. It's not liking it at all. When on the moon, I am not. Hey, the moon's not round. Maybe because its face is not rotating. I mean, it does rotate, but it's not really like perfectly round. If that's kind of what you mean. Can you zoom out? This is the most I can zoom out with the current setup that we have. Is there any videos of meteors hitting the moon? There are. Absolutely there are. What's a line? It's just a feature. Where things just kind of got, as it's cooling off, like the solidified lava, we're just kind of pulled into each other. Can you see telescopes up there? There's no telescopes on the moon itself. There should be, though. Like, honestly, there should be telescopes on the moon. It'd be so smart. we restart the live? Hopefully that'll help a little bit. What do you guys think? Janae, what do you think? And bright blue orb, EIP, question. Well, I got no clue, man. I don't see it. Hard to give an answer or something I don't see. Coming and going. Okay, I mean, I can reboot or restart the live. Maybe it'll fix stuff. Find the side right now. Right plan to replace the ISS. I got no clue. Honestly, I have no clue. It's fine there though, yellow. My browser completely and came back, fixed it. Let me know if it starts up again. You know, my username. Thank you. Thank you so much for the love and support. And Jason got it nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good to see you again. Definitely good to see you again. For science. Love it. The experiment for science. I love it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Janice. Oh, you're from Canada as well. Nice. Welcome in. Can you prove we landed on the moon? It's not mine. Like, I don't care if you believe we landed on the moon or not. Trust me, science don't stop just because of your beliefs. At the end of the day, science does not care if you believe or don't believe in something. It doesn't stop science from doing what it's going to do. Can this get clear? Oh my goodness, I think this is actually really clear. Yeah, Moonsat will definitely prove it. Photographs from other countries can prove it. The confirmation from even the country that we're going. But at the end of the day, I don't care. If you believe it or not, that's up to you. Not my thing. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I love it. Hey, what up from Davai? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. What's less than 10,000 years old? Later. Yeah, it's been cutting in and out. I got you. It's fine on your mobile. Is Twitch actually working? Then what's not streaming then? Because I'm getting a something saying I'm not streaming. Like constantly. Every second it's saying I'm not streaming. Saying something that is disconnecting. I'm not sure which one. I have no clue. I have to watch this. Funny. Yeah, that's super funny. That is really funny. The audio is way behind the chat, I would imagine. Yeah. Moon, Jupiter, then Atlas, right? Yeah. That's the plan. Yo, Emily, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. It does. It is still cooling down, still giving off gases. But what's that have to do with 10,000, or whatever you're saying, 10,000 years, I think, is what you said. This is live moon footage. It is. This is the moon. Because on the side of the moon, face us happen. There's a lot of space between us and the moon. I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of us miss out on. Even though, like, we should say the far side of the moon is crazy impacted. From the photographs that we see, it's super impacted. But, there's a lot of space between us and the moon. Like, a lot of space. It's really kind of hard to fantasize how, or even put in your mind, how much space is 238,000 miles. Birthday is July 20th. What's happening? I found out. What special event happened? Yo, that's awesome. That is super awesome. What state am I in? State of misery. I'm in Missouri. Hi, user. Welcome in. How's India? Hey, welcome back. What are reddish spots iron? That's a great question. I couldn't tell you what element that we're actually looking at here in the Boston-Alva region where it's a little bit more red. Could just be even how the colors are being picked up by the camera tonight. In one of the Apollo shuttles have a strange audio phenomenon on the far side of the moon. Hallucination. Honestly, I don't know anything about that one. Or the dark side of the moon, where alien bases are. Well, there's no dark side of the moon, so we'll start with that, and then moon base. I've never seen them, so you got two different things that seem kind of wild in that conversation. Space stations on the moon before GTA 6 or no? Maybe. Yo, maybe. Maybe. Hey, what up, Brainstorm? How you doing? You find titanium. Titanium. I think you mean the lake, right? Alright, sounds good. Username. Have a good night. Got a flight at 4 in the morning. Yo, have an amazing night. Got delayed 4 days. Free hotel though. No way. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you on the moon? 70s and 80s. Why should they have done that? Didn't have the technology to get to Mars. Now we got better technology trying to get to Mars. Therefore, now we're trying to get back to the moon. Yep, Webb's pretty far out there. It's about 1 million miles away. It's pretty far out there. About 4 times the distance. The opposite side they don't show. We call it the far side, by the way. We call it the far side. Anybody that mentions like dark side, like you obviously know that there's no concept to that thought at all. It's just a song. Dark Side of the Moon is literally a song. Where's the Apollo space station? 7 a.m. there. No moon in sight. Yo, that's crazy. Already set for you. Make the chat autograph. I'm gonna go to the menu and touch the screen and push me. Oh, that's crazy. TikTok or YouTube getting kind of wild, huh? Temperature on the moon, the side that faces us as the sunlight comes around, it gets up pretty hot, like 220, 240 degrees. Then as the nighttime comes around, the shadow, then it really drops down to about negative 220-ish. What am I showing you right now? The moon. They should mine the moon for resource. Are you going to pay for that? You'll be the one who pays for it. Put a blocker in the moon, like... Oh, that's horrible. I would never buy anything on the moon. That'd be fraud, by the way. Just referencing Pink Floyd album. I know. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. What age were you when you got your first telescope? I was 8 years old. I can't remember. It was like 7 or 8. I'm pretty sure it was 8 years old, though. I was young. Young. Near Lake Trinity? Or Tranquility? What about Lake Tranquility? Must have missed something. Is there anything moving? I've never seen anything move on it. Well, that's where it's calm. Feels that way, yeah. I would agree. You're a science fanatic. I love it. Yo, Brian, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How was your night? Because of painful? Yeah, I get it. I don't. Do I have moon rocks? I have a lunar meteorite. This super powerful telescope. It's a decent telescope. Need a huge observatory research center on the far side of the moon. I would agree, like, we do need telescopes on the far side of the moon. I think that'd be so awesome. This is a C11 telescope from Celestial. Because it's old dang, dude. Let me see if I can type it in for you here. Charlie Scorpio. If I can type. Here, you too. Big year for telescope possibility. Yeah, that's true. Yo, that is so true. That's so true. That's quality. Welcome in. Look like dots when it's in water. Why do planets look like dots when it's in water? I've never had a planet that I can put in water. I don't know what you mean. No clue what you mean. Absolutely no clue. I'm going to try to focus us a little bit better here on the edge. It's real. What's real? You call it the far side. You're not a nerd. You don't call it the far side. You're not a nerd. There you go. Love it. You don't call it the right name, then you definitely don't fit in the status tonight. I'm joking though. What is a meteorite made of? It could be a different element. Meteorites can be made from different elements. A little wonky, yeah. That's what I was looking for in some of the shadows. Let's try to get the focus a little better. Can I come back over the edge again? Pretty cool getting to see the edge of the moon itself. Really interesting. Known objects orbit. I have not. You hit 500 likes. That's super awesome. Thank y'all. Water on the moon? It's the ice water on the moon. The chicken be in the sky. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually kind of funny. Bringing Play-Doh here for a minute. Let me go check something here. See what's up with my stream on the other side here. Oh my goodness. Here. Channel. It says live now though. Dashboard. Everything just being goofy tonight. Oh, thank you. Honestly, thank you. Good to reach out and touch that critter. Oh, it's so beautiful too. Play-Doh crater is actually a really gorgeous crater. Really beautiful. Alright, give me 2 seconds here again. I'm trying to figure out why the other stream's not making out properly here. Manager. Twitch is way bent. If I do that. Hey, what up, Elmar? Welcome in, buddy. Mild dipper diameter. I'd have to pull it up on Play-Doh. Honestly, can't remember it on the top of my head. Let me pull it up real quick. It is 101 kilometers wide. Pull it down here a little bit more, and depth is about 63 miles wide and roughly 4,800 feet deep. Roughly 4,800 feet deep. Yeah, it's close up in my face. That's what it is. One more monitor. Where's the Atlas in the sky? It's just coming up over the east horizon for me currently. Username. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My username, I appreciate it. I can't remember your name now. Astro, what's up? How's it going? Are the mountains on the moon? Is there a tectonic plates movement? It's not. It's from the impacts of like comets and asteroids. 2 hours since I joined stream. That's super awesome. I'm glad to have you. Glad you're enjoying it too. Definitely glad you're enjoying it. How new broadcast? I try to broadcast every night. Depends on the clouds though. We got clear skies. I try to be here. Just depends on the weather. great. I have to kick it down here in a minute, probably. Go to the ILS later. It's my game plan. I do plan to. That's because you don't make me feel stupid. I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you. As long as it's not like just a crazy question. Usually I'm okay with questions. I can repeat them nonstop too. But man, when they just get way out there, sometimes it don't work too well. Houston Eagles land, I love it. Have a birthday, Australia. Nice. Welcome in. Welcome, Bethy. Welcome in, by the way. Degrees there in Shufflet's region of Wisconsin. Yo, how much snow did you get up there? You get much snow or no? Yeah, thank you, Yellow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Yellow. Have an amazing night. We'll see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow night. Southern California there. Nice. Canada. Yeah, it's in Maine. I got you. No snow. Okay. 6 inches for you. Nice, nice. Detroit in the house. You've never seen snow? No way. Hill country in Texas. I love it. Though when someone says hill country for me, I think Central Texas, right? Colorado, I love that. Northern California, of course, Jeff. Out there where y'all have fog. Maryland. In Australia, it's pronounced Canada. Canada. Up at north. Yo, what up? In Colby, Wisconsin, we got 8 inches. Yo, that's crazy. That's a lot of snow. Top Central, okay. That's what I was thinking. That's about to say there's like a lot of hills near Austin. I wasn't sure if that's kind of the region or not. Texas right there, nice. Welcome in. Only there, we see everything weather, yeah. What are you looking at here is the moon. Currently, we're looking at the moon. Hanging out the moon tonight. In Utah, very nice. Welcome in. Pennsylvania. Hi Jake, how you doing, buddy? What did we say, Kansas? That's Kansas, but when we add the R, or AR, it's Arkansas. That's a great question. I got no clue. And there's a town in Kansas called Ark City, which is spelled Arkansas City, but it's just pronounced Ark City, like nothing else. New Orleans here. Nice, nice. Oregon. The cloudy Pacific Northwest. Where's the R in New Orleans? Man, that's so funny. Saw an alien back there? Dang, dude. Hi, welcome in. How you doing, Michael? How's the skies in Texas? El Paso, Texas. Well, welcome in. A lot of Texas peeps in tonight. Is that now? It is. These are live views. San Antonio, very awesome. Love the river walk down there. Ireland, welcome in. Glad to have you. What we're looking at right now, we're looking at the moon. Looking at our moon. Missed that one crazy guy in chat. Oh, the alien. I had to ban that dude. How hard would it be to see a planet? Not too hard. We just don't have any great planets to go to just yet. Fort Worth, very awesome. Welcome in. Is there a large mountain on the moon? There's quite a bit. But the largest mountain on the moon is Mount Huygens, which is about like 18,000 feet roughly. Up into upstate New York. Yo, that's way too much snow. Aussies everywhere, I'm getting invaded by them. Did you just see that? I did not see anything. I wasn't paying attention though. Not surprised to be honest yet. Got jump scared by my own reflection. Where's he got this speed of air technology? Speed of air technology. There's a lot of dust up there. Brand Telescope Celestron. New Jersey, welcome in. Let's say this being looked at from Missouri. I'm located near Kansas City. Suggesting for a first time telescope for honestly, like binoculars, like the easiest thing. A lot of people already have them. But from there, probably like a tabletop Dobsonian. Ask about what your optics C11. C11. It's 11-inch mid-cast screen telescope. Seen an asteroid, little asteroid or small debris hit the moon. I personally haven't. I have not captured one myself. Hi Kenny from Texas, welcome in. Geraldine from Ireland, welcome in. Hi Renee from North Carolina, welcome in. The outback part of Australia, not the coastal city. It has a vibe from another planet. I bet it does. I bet it does. You need the C11 to at least start. No, don't buy it. Like, I don't recommend the C11. It is such a crazy telescope. It's a wild telescope, though. It is quite the wild telescope. West Virginia, welcome in. Glad to have you. Yeah, there are no stupid questions unless you're trying to sound stupid. That is true. This is true. Imagine going meter impacts. It'd be really cool. Hey, what up, Gilmer? How you doing, bud? How's your day? Let me see how things are working now. Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna reset the stream. I don't know why, but is it not actually doing it now? I don't see any disconnect notifications right now. Let me look at it again. No, it still is doing it. Let me reset the stream real quick. Because even other platforms aren't working properly. So let me reset the stream. And then I also gotta run inside real quick. Got my little dude good night. It's like 9:30 already. Let me go tell him good night and then reset the stream. But I'll be back. Probably like 10 minutes. I'll be right back, y'all. Clear skies if I don't see any more tonight. Hopefully you are able to come back. If you haven't hit the follow or subscribe button in the notification, up there on the top you can hit my name. Then you can hit subscribe, and then you can turn on notifications for when we go live. If you became a member tonight, if you got gifted a membership or became a member, you got access to our Discord. Make sure you jump in Discord with us as well. But I'll see y'all here shortly. Clear skies, y'all. It's kind of in the middle though. It's not really a refractor nor a reflector in the way it's designed, but it's kind of like a hybrid. But if you were to break it down, you would say it's a reflector. All right, clear skies, y'all. See y'all here soon.